channel, Leo's Life. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're keeping safe. I know lockdown is officially over, kind of, apart from Leicester who are back in lockdown. Guys, keep safe. But I know lockdown is coming to an end. They're easing us out, and now pubs are open, the hair salons are open. The nails, oh gosh, my nails, they need Jesus. I cannot even show you my nails. My nails need a miracle because I've had these nails on since lockdown because I cannot even take them off. So I've been dying silently. Like, life is really hard these ends. So guys, I know lockdown is over, but keep safe because as some of you have watched my previous video, you know my dad passed away from COVID at the end of April. We buried in May, so it's quite fresh. And I know some people think COVID is a joke, but he wasn't old. So if you want to see my story about how my dad passed away, watch my previous video. We're not talking about that today, but just be safe, guys. Stay safe out there. It is not safe at all. So today, as I don't think most of you know, but I was recently hosted on a podcast discussing if male and female can really be friends, and I strongly said no. And I put my foot down and I said, no, men and women cannot be friends. And I know most people on that podcast did argue that they can be friends, but personally, I don't believe they can be friends. And because it's on a podcast, obviously, so many people have obviously their contributions. I thought, let me do a topic on it on my own and sort of like explain my reasons why I believe male and female can never be just friends. To me, first of all, how do you describe friendship? Because for me, a friend is someone who knows you in and out, someone who's got your back, someone who is your ride and die. For me, that is a friend. Some of you call everyone your friends. Like, this guy cannot even like have your back 1 minute. That's why some of you get surprised when you go through hard times and no one is there for you. That's when you really see, they say when you go through hardship, that's when you really see who your real friends are. Because some of them are not really friends. They are colleagues. They are people who are happy to be around you because you're doing well. But once shit hits the fan, they are gone. They are gonna disappear from your life, or they will not be there, and they'll come back when things get bad again. For me, those are not friends. Those are people who are just people around when the good times are there. You can hang out, you can have fun, you can grab wine, you can go dance. But for me, a friend is someone who is there for me through thick and thin. That's the person I call friend. Someone who's got my back. Someone who knows my deep inner secrets. Someone who is my ride and die. That is a friend. So all of you, all those people you're calling friends, some of you, when I ask you how many friends you have, you'll be like 100 friends. Honey, let something happen to you. Let's see if you have 100. I'll come back and ask you, how many friends do you have? You'll be like, you know what, girl? I've got 0 friends. You thought you had 100. Honey, you have 0 friends. Those are all your acquaintances, work colleagues, maybe peers in the same kind of like group, and you just grab a beer. You like all to party, so you go and party. These are friends of convenience. Friends you do things together and you actually enjoy them, but you don't know them like that. They don't know you like that. You don't trust them with your deepest secrets. These are acquaintances. They're not really your friends. So for me, when you ask me, can I be friends with a man? Because what my definition of friendship, I'll be like, no, it is not possible to be friends like that with a man whom you're not related to at all, who you have no sexual favors from. No. I don't believe that's possible. Very few people have actually genuine friends. And as some people know that quote, if you have even one friend, you are rich. If you have one friend, because you know it's very hard to have one good friend. But if you have one good friend, honey, 2, oh, you are wealthy. You are balling, because friends don't come so easy. Good, genuine friends. You always have friends when you're going through good things and happy, but not when you're going through hard times. So I believe a man and a woman cannot have a genuine friendship with a woman, and none of them develops feelings for the other. It's almost impossible. The only way they can maybe forge a friendship is when they acknowledge they're attracted to each other, and they know it is off the table, like it will never happen. But I say it will never happen, but what happens when say in the middle of the night, you're heartbroken, you call your male friend, he's always fancied you, and then it just happens, you kiss, and the next thing is you're making out, you're making love, and this is meant to be a friend. So for me, it's quite tricky. I don't see how it's possible to have a best friend who is a male, who is not gay. So I know gays make the best friends, so they'll have your back. So unless your best friend is gay, honey, it is not happening. It is not happening. You meet someone and he likes you, you're like, no, let's just be friends. So he's cool, he'll be like, okay, we'll be friends. But he knows, you know what, I'll wait around, my time will come. He's waiting because he knows. When they did a survey and asked so many people, male and female, most females said, yeah, men and women can be friends. Because to them, women, we are so naive. Some of us don't see this. They were like, yeah, I can be friends with a man and nothing happens. And you know what? Almost 100% of the men said, no, they cannot be friends, just friends with a woman. And why do they say? Why is the majority of women saying yes and the majority of men saying no? They cannot just be friends, because they all know. They know their intention. They know if they're friends with a girl. Because how? Let me even ask you a question. When you met your friend, who is a guy, how did you guys meet? Was it because he was trying to hit on you? Was it because maybe you worked together, he's clever, but no, it doesn't even work. Some of us, how we meet our male friends is because they were actually trying to hit on us, and then we're like, no, we are better off as friends. Or some of you, I feel like the ones who make the best friends with men are either people who are either in a relationship and things ended amicably and they ended on good terms, and they decided, you know what, we are better off as friends. They've already done the banging, yeah, so now it's out of the way. They know how each one functions, and now the next stage is just like they can be friends, they can be deep friends. And that's people who are maybe in a relationship previously and they stayed friends, which is almost impossible. Most people don't stay friends with their exes, but maybe if you're a baby mama and things ended up really well and they become your friends, like friends for life, like Will Smith and his ex-wife. I see they're friends. This woman comes around for Christmas, it's like she knows everything. Like, okay, if that's them, that works for them, because they've already smashed, they've already been through that, and they've agreed things are better off when they're friends rather than in a couple. So to me, that's the only way friendship is gonna work. Once you've banged and gotten it out of the system, you're like, okay, we agree it's not gonna work. But if I ask a man, would you be comfortable with your woman having a male friend as a best friend, and this is a male straight friend? Yeah, they can go on holidays together. I know you're saying, oh, but boundaries. But honey, if you're my friend, that's how friendships start to decline. That's how the dynamics of a friendship starts to change. Because one gets married, they don't have time anymore for the other. Then slowly the friendship will fade. They'll be friends, but not your best friends anymore, because you'll feel like you can't tell them everything anymore. There is boundaries. Maybe your husband is insecure about you having a male friend, and that will affect your relationship with your male best friend. You'll have to sort of like pull back if you want your marriage or relationship to survive. So that's kind of like cutting out your friends. So in reality, you're not as friends anymore as you was, and with time, this friendship will begin to fade, because the more uncomfortable your husband is, or your partner or your wife is with you being friends with the opposite sex, the more you'll pull back to save your relationship. And this will affect your friendship with the other person, because you won't be there for them as much as you used to. And the reality is they'll feel neglected. I know some of you are like, oh, but she should understand, I'm in a relationship now. If she was my friend, she would understand. She will try, honey, or he will. But because and some of you will agree, if you have male friends, that you know either they are attracted to you or you are attracted to them. Chances are when you go into a relationship, if your friend was attracted to you or you were attracted to them, you at some point you will cheat. You will cheat, because marriage is not easy. Marriage is not all happy-dovey. Like, you won't always be happy. Things are going to happen. And if somehow you feel like your husband is letting you down, maybe your husband cheats, and you know your friend has always fancied you, what are the chances that, you go to cry on his shoulder and things happen? So to me, male and female can never be just friends. That's in my opinion. When I look at so many different ways, I don't see it happen. Even if you have a male friend, those whom you call your friends, have you not noticed that sometimes they'll compliment you? They'll be like, oh girl, you're looking hot, that dress you wore, girl, you're banging. Like those little snippets. Look at the comments they put in the way, like those small things they say. Some of you think they don't fancy you, but the small things they say should be a teller that, you know what, my friend, because they do fancy you. And these friends with benefits in waiting. When the time is right, when a man likes you and he's agreed to be friends, when the time is right, they'll wait 20 years, they'll wait 30 years, they'll wait a long time, because they know, you never know, something will happen. And that's how it is. So I know some of you will disagree with me. You will stand your ground and be like, yeah, I can be best friends with a man and nothing happens. Honey, time is a teller. Time will tell if you can keep that friendship when you are in a relationship, or if with time you'll actually smash. That's how people end up marrying their best friends, because you know what, they thought they were best friends, but you cannot take away feelings from a friendship of opposite sex. It's almost impossible. They will always be there, and when the time is right, when the conditions are all favorable, those feelings have a chance of being acted on. So it's like you're dealing with temptation. That's how I see it, and that's why I advise most people who are in relationships, or if they're married, if you have male friends, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to distance yourself. It's just gonna be a high and bye. You can't hang out anymore. You can't go drink late in the night. You can't go on holidays together if you used to, because right now things have changed. The dynamics have changed. You can't tell them your deep things about your husband. It's almost betrayal, because if you know your friend fancies you, it's almost betrayal to your husband. So you will push them further, and with time, with communication is what keeps a friendship. And when the communication dies out, you don't tell them your secrets anymore. Somehow that friendship will start to die as well, and yeah, you won't be friends anymore. So no, men and women cannot be friends, and that's it, period. In my own eyes, that's how I see it. The white class 5 friends, that's how I see it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know your opinions. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know your point of view, because obviously we all think differently. That's how I see it. Maybe you see it differently. Share your opinions below, and thank you so much for tuning in. Laters.